Hi, leaders. This is Amy Gray, and today I wanted to talk to you about an essential skill for effective leadership, and that is critical thinking. Why? Well, because as leaders, we face a constant stream of decisions, a constant stream of challenges, and lots of competing priorities. So, your ability to analyze situations, question assumptions, and make really thoughtful choices is what separates reactive managers from proactive strategic leaders. Research from organizations like Harvard Business Review show that leaders with strong critical thinking skills are much better equipped to navigate our complex environment, manage the uncertainty, and also inspire their teams to achieve better results. The good news is that critical thinking isn't just something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. So today I'm going to share with you 9 powerful tools that will sharpen your critical thinking and decision making as a leader. You can find more detail on each of these tools here on my YouTube channel, or you can visit my website if you'd like to read a little bit more about them. So don't forget to subscribe and like, and hit the notification bell if you want to keep receiving videos when we release new actionable leadership insights weekly. So let's dive in. The first of the 9 tools I'll cover today is the decision-making tree. So the decision-making tree can be useful before going into a decision-making meeting to determine how collaborative or inclusive you need to be and who you should be including in the discussion on a particular issue. This tree is a simple yes-no workflow in response to some specific questions that can guide you to identify if you need others to help you make a certain decision, and if so, who you should include. The second is one that we call changing your lens, because critical thinking requires the ability to step outside your own perspective. So using this tool, changing your lens encourages you to view situations from multiple angles. So tools like Edward de Bono's 6 thinking hats are especially effective for this. So a bit of an example. Let's say your team is struggling with low engagement. You might look at the issue through a creative hat to brainstorm solutions, then switch to a risk hat to assess any potential downsides. So this structured approach helps you generate new ideas while still staying grounded in practical realities. Maybe another way to use this changing your lens approach is to take the perspective of another functional area in your business. For example, how might the CEO assess the challenge compared to someone in the IT department? The next one is active listening and the Socratic method. So engage deeply with your team's perspective by practicing active listening and use the Socratic method of questioning. So these 2 techniques encourage thoughtful dialogue, uncover assumptions, and challenge group think. An example of this is maybe during a strategy session, instead of jumping in with your own ideas, you ask your team, what assumptions are we making? What might we be overlooking? And this creates a space for critical analysis and collaboration. If you want more on active listening and the Socratic method, I've done a full video on this. You can find that in my channel. The next is the decision hygiene checklist. So a decision hygiene checklist ensures you evaluate decisions systematically, reducing biases and blind spots. For example, before rolling out a new company policy, you might check, have we considered unintended consequences? Are we overvaluing recent feedback? Have we consulted all relevant stakeholders? This process of having a checklist ensures your decisions are well-rounded and balanced. The next one is where accuracy lives. With so much information at our fingertips, it's critical to ensure the accuracy of your data that you're relying on. So this tool emphasizes fact-checking and sourcing reliable information. An example might be before presenting a new growth strategy, you cross-check your market research against multiple sources to verify its validity. Accurate data leads to stronger, more credible decisions. And especially at this point that we're in with AI, we can often assume that the AI information is accurate, and you have to check it because it's not always the case. The next one is the 5 whys. This technique is all about digging into the root cause of a problem by repeatedly asking why. I've got more videos that go into this process in depth. An example might be that your team misses a project deadline. You ask why. Well, the timeline was underestimated. You ask why again. The scope wasn't clear. You ask why again. The answer was the requirements weren't defined up front. You might ask why again. Well, the kickoff meeting lacked structure. You ask why again. Well, there's no formal planning process. And so by uncovering the root cause, the lack of planning, you can make systematic improvements that prevent similar issues in the future. The next one is a RAID log. This helps you track risks, assumptions, issues, and dependencies in projects. It's a practical way to manage complexity. So an example might be that you're leading a product launch. A RAID log might identify risks like delays in productions, assumptions about customer demand, and dependencies on marketing timelines. By keeping these factors visible, you can address challenges proactively. The next one is the 7 so what's methodology. So this ensures you're fully considering the implications of a decision or action by repeatedly asking, so what? Here's a quick example. Your team suggests investing in a new software platform, so you ask, so what would it mean? Well, it will improve efficiency. And so what would that mean? Well, teams can complete projects faster. And so what would that mean? Well, this frees up time for strategic initiatives. So this process ensures decisions align with broader organizational goals. And whilst I showed an example of the positives, you should always run this 7 so what's for the potential downsides or negatives as well. And the next one is overcoming analysis paralysis. And this involves breaking free from overthinking and setting clear criteria for decisions. So an example might be you're stuck between choosing 2 vendors. So to move forward, you establish 3 criteria, and these might be cost, reliability, and scalability. So this clarity helps you make a decision without getting bogged down in unnecessary details. Critical thinking isn't just about solving problems. It's about proactively navigating complexity and leading with purpose, being intentional with your approach. So I hope these 9 tools equip you with an idea of the approaches that you can use to challenges with more confidence, uncovering better solutions, and also growing and inspiring your team to think critically too. So here's my challenge for you. I want you to choose one of these tools and try it out this week. Whether it's leaning into the decision tree, using the 5 whys, or maybe applying the so what's. I'm sure you'll see that these frameworks can start to enhance your leadership skills and approach. So for a deeper dive into any of these tools, I've got more videos on this YouTube channel, or you can visit my website and read some of the articles. If you found this helpful and valuable, make sure you click on the like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell because we drop new videos every week.